Hello everybody, Curious Corduroy here, back with some more For Honor gameplay that's from the beta, but the beta was released so close to the release date of the actual game that this is pretty much the full game. They're just working out them kinks on the online multiplayer. First of all, I will start off with some apologies. For some reason, when I recorded this game, the audio did not get captured as well. So unfortunately, you're stuck with my stupid nasally nasal drip voice and some background music, which is hopefully okay. Hopefully that doesn't take away from the video too much. Also, my apologies for the video quality. I don't have a capture card at the moment, so I basically stream my Xbox to my computer and then I screen cap the computer monitor, and that's how I get my footage. So it's not very clear or crisp, unfortunately, but it gets the job done for what I do. So we're back with some Dominion. If you've played Battlefield, I believe it's called Conquest is the mode, or Domination. In Call of Duty, you've got 3 individual sectors that you need to capture. You capture each sector, you get points for your team. Whoever has the most points wins. As you can see right there, I was in the middle of an execution move, but I got hit. And I was pretty close to dying, I think. When your screen flashes like that, you've taken a pretty severe hit. But if you have a point captured, you run to that point, stand still, and all that green stuff coming up is basically you getting healed. Again, I'm playing as the Knight. I really like the Knight class. I played as the Samurai, got my ass kicked. Played as the Viking, got my ass kicked. But the Knight, I really like. She is very fast, she's strong, she's got good range, and I also really like her feats. And right here, check this out. I hit that guy so freaking hard that I threw him into the moat. And I was trying to capture that little clip there, but for whatever reason, Xbox was like, yeah, we're not going to let you do that, unfortunately. So, but I did capture it here, so that's really all that matters. As I was saying, I do actually get to use the feats in this game. Sick execution there. The first match I played, I didn't know there were feats. I didn't know how to activate them, so I had them the whole time. And you'll see me use them in this game. Right here, mistakes were made. Many mistakes were made on my part. I'm dealing massive damage to this guy, and I got greedy. If I was patient and just followed the cues, those red little arrows on the body, I could have taken him out, could have blocked his attacks, but I got greedy, and I wanted that stun attack. If you press X twice in succession and you connect against your opponent, you will stun them, basically kicking them, and they fall on their ass, which allows you to deal a couple of strikes before they can get back up, which is what I wanted to do. But if I just stayed patient and just actually attacked him, I would have won that battle. And unfortunately, I got executed for it. The executions are pretty cool in this game. There's an X execution and a Y execution. I don't really know what the differences are. I just kind of press them at random times, and I don't really pay attention to what does what. But the combat actually is a lot of fun in this game. If you remember from my previous video, if you haven't watched it, you can. The right analog dictates where you're going to attack. So you've got left, up, and right. And if your opponent can match left, right, or up with you, they're going to guard your attacks. And you also have a light attack, which is the right bumper, and you have a strong attack, which is the right trigger. And as you can see right here, I'm basically just right heavy attacking everybody, and you see this green pop up. One of the things about the Knight that I really like is that if she kills enemy soldiers, she will regain some of her health back. So it's basically a big old open pool of health restoration as soon as those orange guys come piling in. So I really like her feats. I've got 1 feat available already on the lower left corner. I don't remember the name of the feat itself, but essentially what it does is when it's activated, all of the regular soldiers and your actual human players around you get a speed boost and I believe a damage boost as well. So it benefits the entire team. I personally really like that. Here we go chasing after this person. I do manage to kill them. Unfortunately, I don't get an execution. I think it's probably because I took damage during the fight and they almost killed me, as you can see right there. But Dominion was the only game mode that I actually played. I didn't do any of the dueling or the 2-on-2 or the 4-on-4 stuff. I think there was another mode too that I didn't do, but I had the most fun with Dominion. I like the ability to run around and capture points when nobody's paying attention. When people are in battle, I'm that little asshole that will sneak up on somebody just to try and get in some free hits or a free kill. As I was doing right here, I managed to get in another execution. That's just such a cool animation where she grabs the blade and just decides to swing the hilt into her enemy, and that's how she's gonna take them out. If you can get people close enough to that moat, you can either strong attack them in or just moat them in with a finisher. Or like as you saw earlier, I knocked that guy in there somehow. But this map in particular, you've got high points, which I believe is A. You've got C, which is on the lower left, and then you've got that center area, which is B. B is pretty important. If you can hold that area, you can push your attack, which pushes the enemy team farther back, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to capture those other points. But right here, team play is so important. I've said this in the last video, and I'll say it again in this video. If it's just you and you're going up against 2 of the enemy players, you might as well put your controller down, because you're fucked. You're fucked for good. There's no possible way you can block all of the directions they're going to swing at you, and it's very frustrating. Right here, I don't know if the game was just screwing up or if it's because somebody left the session because they were salty, but the game stopped and it tries to freeze and rebalance the teams to try and read who's still left and who's not there, and if there needs to be a bot added in. So that's basically what the beta was for, is them just beta testing it and figuring out how the multiplayer was going, what needs to be fixed. I had a lot of issues trying to connect the games, but when I did connect and I had no lag, it was a lot of fun. So right here, I'm getting my ass kicked, and when you get your ass kicked hard enough, you can activate Revenge, get some of your stamina back. I believe you get unlimited stamina actually, and you do a lot more damage, and I believe you're faster, so it's a lot easier to fight back rather than just be shit on completely. And I'm gaining some of my health back. I've got all of my feats. I don't use the comet one, unfortunately, the catapult, not comet. It looks like a comet to me. But at the very last second, I use the uplifting feat, I think is what it was called, and I give my team a morale boost and a speed boost. But we won. Doesn't really matter. There wasn't much the enemy team could do to come back from that. They were at a pretty big point deficit, but that is For Honor. If you like the video, if you like the game, give it a like. Give me a like. Subscribe if you want. Leave a comment down below. What was your experience with the beta? And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.